When is the best time to sell your home? It's a question that I get asked a lot, and for good reason. Timing can certainly play, a very important role in the outcome of the sale of your home. Hey, welcome back. I'm Maria Ho. Today we're going to talk about something that is on the minds of many homeowners in the Greater Toronto area and right here in Mississauga as well. Now that the weather is finally kind of turning around, we're feeling hopeful that spring is around the corner. It's been a very tough winter, so can't wait. So recently a very interesting analysis came out, and it's from Wahi, a digital real estate platform. They took a deep dive into sales data across the GTA, looking at when peak home sales activity happened in different neighborhoods. They studied many different neighborhoods in the GTA, and this kind of data can give us some valuable insights, and I'm going to talk about that on this video. So what they found was quite revealing. In 2024, April was the month with the highest volume of home sales. Specifically, over 7,000 homes changed hands in April last year in the GTA. And a significant portion of the neighborhood saw their highest sales activity during that period of time. And then May followed closely behind, also showing some very strong numbers. Now, interestingly, while April was the peak in 2024, in 2023, May was the most active month. So we can see how trends can shift. And I remember May 2023, our team, we had a record number of listings on that specific month. And interestingly, interest rates, they were still very high back then. They haven't started coming down like in the summer of 2024, and yet it was a very strong market for sellers. Now, while these numbers are very helpful, it's crucial to understand that simply choosing April or May based on the last couple of years of data is not a guaranteed strategy for success in today's market. Our market is very dynamic. There are many factors that influence when a home is going to sell quickly and for the best price. Think about it. The month with the most sales in your neighborhood might indicate higher buyer activity, but it also means there is increased competition among the sellers. So while you might have some, more potential buyers in that period, you're also going to have other listings that you're competing with. So you really need to make your property stand out at that time. So that's kind of how the spring or the busy season dynamics are. One of the key things to keep in mind too is the traditional seasonal pattern, particularly kind of like March to June, has historically been a very popular time for real estate transactions. The weather is much better. People are in better moods. People are thinking about moving before the new year starts or the new school year starts. And there's generally just a new sense of hope and optimism, right? So it makes sense that in the spring there are more listings and there are more home sales as there are more buyers out there. Now, if spring is not ideal for you, then fall market, September to November, is another excellent opportunity. And you often see serious buyers. They may have missed out during the spring, rush. And then in the fall, they are going to be able to go out and look for their perfect home to move in before winter comes again. So let's talk about the off-peak seasons, winter and summer. So what happens there? These periods tend to be slower. So in winter, obviously, we have very harsh winter here in Canada, in the GTA, holiday season, New Year, weather, all of that makes it a little bit more of a slower market. Now, this year in particularly was very interesting. At the start of the new year, it was January. My client, was planning to sell and buy in the spring market. But then at the beginning of January, we went to see a couple of houses, and she fell in love with a perfect home for her to downsize to. And then so we worked very quickly with her. Within a couple of weeks, we got her house on the market, sold in 5 days, multiple listings above the asking price. It was like, whoa. And then the very next day, we were able to put an offer on this dream home that she found. And so timing-wise, it worked perfectly, right? Like she was planning for the spring, but in the end, everything happened in January. Who would have thought? So in the summer months, July and August, you've got vacations, much better temperatures, warmer. And then usually it's lower home sales activity because schools are closed, parents are busy, kids are at home, they're not at school. You've got to go away on the weekends, you've got camping, you've got the cottage, trips and vacations, weddings. So there's just less, serious buyers looking for houses, typically in the summertime. Now, these times can also work to your advantage. With fewer listings during the slower months, your property might receive more attention from the available interested buyers and less, competition, less listings. It really depends on your specific situation and the unique aspects of your property. So, for example, if you have a swimming pool, the best time would be for May to June. That's when it's the best time for demand, right, for pool homes. Beyond seasonal trends, we need to also consider the broader economic landscape. So things and factors like interest rates, employment rates, and consumer confidence, they play significant roles. So when interest rates are low, mortgages become more affordable, which can increase buyer demand. So being informed, staying informed about economic indicators, that's really important when you're making a decision about selling your home. The GTA is a diverse market. Each neighborhood has its own kind of unique, dynamics and characteristics. So what works in downtown Toronto might not be the same for here in Mississauga or Milton or Oakville. So analyzing local sales data and consulting with a real estate professional who knows your specific area really well, that's very crucial. They can provide insights specific to your neighborhood and help you understand the current market dynamics. Now, of course, your personal circumstances should also guide your decision. Like if you're, if you have a job relocation or you have family needs or, changing schools for your kids, these are important factors. So make sure that your timing aligns with your own personal goals and the events that are happening for you. Pricing strategy is another critical aspect. Setting the right price can really make or break the sale. Overpricing usually deters potential buyers, while underpricing could lead to maybe leaving money on the table. So a comparative market analysis, or what we call the CMA, can really help you understand what similar properties in your area are selling for, how much they've sold for, and that can help you establish a competitive and realistic selling price. Well, in today's digital age, marketing your property effectively is super essential. So high quality photos, virtual tours, engaging property descriptions, all of that could really, get buyer interest. Being on social media platforms, having email marketing, to reach as broad of an audience. And then definitely partner up with an experienced real estate professional. Don't underestimate the value of having a knowledgeable agent by your side. They can really bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise. They can guide you through the complexities of the market, step by step, what to do. And they really understand the current market conditions, right? They can negotiate on your behalf and also have and they also have access to a network of potential buyers, as well as other real estate agents who also have buyers. Ultimately, the best time to sell your home is not a fixed date on a calendar. It's a balance of several factors. The broader market trends, the specific dynamics of your neighborhood, and most importantly is your own personal circumstances and the timing that works best for you. So historically, the best time to sell your house is in the spring or in the fall. But the real estate market is always fluctuating. So what was true for last year might not be the same this year. So ultimately, the best time to sell or buy a home is when is the best time that works for you and your family in your particular situation. And also remember, if you're selling at a high market, meaning you get a high price, then you're also going to be buying high, and vice versa. If you're selling at a lower price market, then you're going to be buying lower for your new home as well. So everything is relative if you're buying and selling in the same market. So what's most important, it really is to plan ahead, make an informed decision with the knowledge and expertise of a local market expert. So while historical data can really help guide us, around the different seasons and markets, But it is very essential to remember that our market is fluid. It's always fluctuating, and from one year to another is not exactly the same thing. And don't be afraid to consider off-market seasons if they align with your needs. Consider the economic climate, particularly interest rates, how they might impact buyer demand. And remember that your home's presentation and pricing, that's very crucial. And a solid marketing strategy can make a significant difference. If you're considering making a move, or you just want to stay informed about Mississauga's, real estate trends, please reach out to me directly. My contact information is below, and I'd love to connect with you and help you with your particular situation. And if you got this far in this video, thank you so much for staying with me and for watching. If you found this at all helpful, please drop me a comment, like it, and share it. I will personally respond to, whatever you put in there in my comments. Please like, subscribe for more updates. Thank you again, and I'm going to see you on the next one.